Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of New Product Innovation. I'm Saif Abdelghani, Product Innovation Expert, podcaster, and PDMA Egypt Chapter Leader. Welcome to New Product Innovation Podcast, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes to understand how the products all around us are born, how they evolve, and how they make their way into our homes and onto store shelves. In this series, we'll embark on a journey that isn't just about the products. It's about innovation and about the ideas that transform into something tangible in the hands of a consumer. We'll ask questions. Why do some products succeed and dominate in the market? And why do others, despite beautiful designs, powerful advertising, and ultimately fail? And what's the secret behind companies that always seem to deliver the next big thing, staying one step ahead of the competition? This series is packed with stories and examples from different industries, connecting them to our daily lives and to markets around the globe. And our first episode is the logical starting point for any journey into product management. Who is the product manager? And why is the role so central to any new innovation? Get ready, because we're going to break it all down simply, without the complex jargon. We'll demystify all those big terms you've probably heard, but never had explained in the context of the devices and appliances we use every day. I'm Saif Abdelghani, and this is the New Product Innovation Podcast. Let's dive in. Imagine this. You wake up one morning and find an official email in your inbox. Congratulations! You've been appointed as the product manager for our new product. What's the first feeling you would have? Excitement? Of course. But right after that, a question. So, what exactly am I supposed to do? Are you responsible for sales? For the design, maybe? Or for the marketing campaigns you see on the TV? The truth is, the answer to that question isn't clear to many people. Even those who have been in the industry for years. The product manager's role is one of the most visible roles in a company, and yet it might be the least understood. And that's why in this first episode, my mission is to clear away some of that fog. We're going to answer the question, who is the product manager? And what's the secret to their importance, especially in our field of physical goods that fill up our warehouses? Let's go to the first section. The product manager, the Maestro, or the jack of all trades. Simply put, product management is the beating heart of the product within the company. It's the bridge that connects the customer with the company. I always see myself as a simultaneous translator. I translate the customer's voice and the problems they complain about into clear, actionable steps that the technical team can execute. But there's a huge difference between a product manager in a software industry and the product manager in the hardware industry. In a world of apps, you can push a new feature update in a second. Here, we're talking about something tangible. We're talking about a refrigerator, a washing machine, an oven. Products that have weight, take up space in a warehouse, and have a complex shipping journey. My job isn't just to add a new button on a screen. My job is to solve a real problem in the customer's life. Let's take an example from our homes. Remember those huge, bulky refrigerators that used to take up half of the kitchen? Imagine a customer in a bustling city apartment complaining that our refrigerators don't fit in their small kitchen. My job as a PM is to hear that complaint seriously, understand it. Then I go to the research and development team and design team and tell them, folks, we have a real market problem. We need to develop a model with a smaller footprint, or maybe with a one door that opens differently. I'm not the one who will create the design, but I am the one who ensures that the final product actually solves the problem for people. I'm responsible for the story behind the product. Let's take another example. Imagine that your company that sells an air fryer. People use it to make healthy meals for their families, but they complain about the basket is too small for a large family. My role as a product manager isn't to tell them, just buy two. Come on, make us more money. No. My role is to listen to the problem and convince the company and the team there that there is a real market demand for a larger capacity model. I'm the voice of the customer inside the company. A product manager versus a project manager. the director, or the producer? Now, there is a lot of confusion about the role of a product manager and that of a project manager. It's actually very simple if you compare it to making a movie. The project manager is the producer. Their job is to make sure that the shooting schedule is on track, the actors show up on time, and the film stays within budget. They ask, how will we finish this movie on time and within budget? But as the product manager, I'm the director. I own the vision. I'm the one asking, why are we making this film in the first place? Who is our target audience? And will the story resonate and succeed in the market? Let's take an example to clarify. Imagine we have a project to develop a new energy efficient washing machine. The project manager is responsible for ensuring the project is completed in 12 months, with all required tasks done. They create the Gantt chart, make sure that the spare parts arrive on time. But as the product manager, I have to answer a much more important question. Are customers actually willing to pay more for a washing machine just because it saves electricity? I am the one who must analyze the market and really understand if there is a real demand. The project manager ensures how things get done. I ensure we are doing the right thing by asking why it gets done. I own the vision, they own the execution. A product manager versus marketing and sales. The ad campaign or the product itself. So many people think that the product manager is just like a marketing manager. But in reality, marketing focuses on how to sell the product after it's finished. As a product manager, I have to be there from day one, before the product is even designed. The sales team is focused on how to push existing products into market. But I have to decide, should this product even go to market in the first place? Let's take a realistic example. Imagine our company is considering entering a new market with a voice-activated coffee machine. The marketing team could prepare a glamorous ad campaign showing people talking to their machines to brew coffee, but is that enough? The sales team might discover that customers in that region prefer making coffee the traditional way, don't trust this kind of technology, or actually find the price far too high for a daily habit. This is where I, the product manager, come in. I'm the one who says, everyone, our market analysis shows this product isn't a good fit for this market right now. However, we could focus on other features like speed, ease of cleaning, because that's what customers here really care about. My job is to aim the product at the right audience from the very beginning, before we waste time, money, and effort. The product life cycle ownership from birth to retirement. The product manager's job doesn't end when the product launches. On the contrary, that's when it really begins. I am responsible for this product throughout its entire life cycle. In the idea generation, why should we build it? In the development phase, can our factories and production lines actually produce it? During the launch phase, how do we introduce it to the market? During the growth phase, how do we increase our market share? And during the maturity and decline phase, when do we say goodbye or evolve into something new? Let's take a practical example. So you launched a new home appliance in 2018. It was very successful first 2 years, but after 4 or 5 years now in 2025, competitors released new products that had more energy efficiency, had better connectivity, better features, better cycles, and you could see everything from your app. My role as a product manager is to monitor these market trends, determine if our model can still compete, do we need to release a new version, or has it passed time, and we need to think completely about a complete different product. When it comes now to stakeholders and cross-functionality, the orchestra conductor. The most important skill for a product manager is to be like a conductor of a large orchestra, the Maestro. You don't play every instrument, but your role is to ensure that every instrument plays its part at the right time, so the entire orchestra produces a beautiful, harmonious melody. You have to have a strong relationship with the R&D engineers who might tell you this design is technically impossible or its cost will be way too high. The finance team who might say the profit margins on this product are too low, we're losing money. The supply chain who might warn you production will be delayed by 2 months because of parts shortage. The marketing and sales guys who might tell you we can't sell it at that price point. Your most critical skill as a product manager is influence without authority. You are not the direct manager of any of these people, but you must persuade them to believe in your vision and rally them behind you and behind what you're trying to build. Your role is to synthesize all these different perspectives and find a compromise that allows the product to succeed. Before we wrap up, let me summarize the main ideas from today's into really 3 simple points. The product manager is the voice that brings the customer's problem into the company. The product manager is the one who asks, why are we building this? Not just, how do we build it? The product manager is the maestro who conducts all the teams to ensure the product succeeds. This was our first episode of the 4th season of New Product Innovation. I hope the core idea came across clearly. If you have enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and colleagues who are in the field or thinking about entering it. Your support makes a huge difference and motivates us to keep going. And be sure to tune in for the next episode, where we will talk about how to truly understand the customer and the market and translate that into successful products, which is all about market research. I'm Saif Abdelghani. Talk to you soon. Hi everyone. If you like the episode and would like to follow up on the next episodes, please subscribe on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, or Spotify, or in any other application you're following up the podcast on. And if you like the episode, please share it. This was Saif Abdelghani, Product Innovation Expert, Podcaster, and PDMA Egypt Chapter Leader.